Relatives of Garissa University students came to this mortuary in Nairobi expecting the very worst. Following Thursday's attack by the Somali armed group Al-Shabab, their loved ones were not among those rescued and not among the injured in hospitals. So they queue to see if their sons, daughters, brothers and sisters are among the dozens of bodies. One family wanted us to tell their story, so we went in with them to look for 20-year-old Veronica Felix. She was studying to become a teacher. It was her mother Florence who found her body. The agony of identifying her own child is made infinitely worse by the violence of her death.
Those children died a very painful death. I can't even identify my own child from her face. She has wounds on her skin all over her body. Her skin is burned and she has no hair. I just identified her with her folded toe and the scar on her thigh.
A Red Cross list of survivors is thoroughly checked and rechecked before relatives are faced with the heartbreaking task of searching among the dead. It may take days for all the bodies here to be identified. The people coming out are extremely distressed. The process of identifying the bodies is very traumatic. What I saw when I was in there was definitely the worst thing I've ever seen. There are dozens of bodies of young people lined up on the floor. The morticians have done their best to try and make them look decent and try and make them identifiable, but in some cases that was clearly very difficult because their injuries were so severe. The smell in there is overpowering as well. You can even smell out here the smell of the bodies and the chemicals that have been used to treat them. Prayers and song are among the only comforts. Religion's important to many here. The Minister of Health came to visit. Many people are questioning the government for failing to prevent the attack. He said it's doing its best.
Security is always there in actually all government installations, whether it's hospitals or universities or other government installations. So it's been, of course, strengthened, but we shall make sure that going forward we don't have such incidents occurring again.
But for people here, it's too late, and their ordeal is just beginning. Next, they have to wait for post-mortems before they can collect bodies and arrange funerals. Al-Shabab's worst attack in Kenya to date has left hundreds of people from dozens of families struggling and in pain. Malcolm Webb, Al Jazeera, Nairobi, Kenya.